can find us and share us. If you are hopping on and see this part of my tutorial today, you're most likely watching the replay because I haven't seen anyone jump on yet. So if you are, I would love for you to leave me a little comment, #replay, so I know you were here. Hey Shan, welcome in. If you have any questions, feel free to comment if you're watching live. Hey Alyssa, and if you are watching on the replay, feel free to send me a private message. And as always, this project will be available to purchase, so if you're interested in it, please just reach out to me in a private message. Hi Christine. Good morning, Alyssa. Oh, good afternoon. It's Sunday, you guys. I rarely go live on a Sunday. And I was up until 2:30 watching Netflix. Cuckoo crazy. So I didn't get up this morning until 11:30. Almost lunchtime. My husband was going to have lunch and I was going to have breakfast. I like to binge watch. You guys know I am addicted to Netflix, and on the weekends I love to binge watch stuff. So that's what I did last night. Yesterday I did a little prep work for today's project. Hi Ramona, how are you? How's everyone doing? To bring this over here because I see I rhinestoned this pretty bow this morning, and I see a few of my rhinestones are sliding off in the glue, so I need to just show them who's boss and make them behave. Stay put, yo, rhinestones. You guys, we are on the very tail end today of a nor'easter. It's like a mini tropical storm going on here. Started yesterday and we're on the tail end of it today. I don't know, I haven't checked in our area, but we were supposed to get like 4 to 6 inches of rain. We've had wicked winds. I saw one of my palm trees out in the back. One of its big fronds was just like broken in half and hanging down. Hi Betsy, hi Priscilla, hi Tina. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in. All right. I showed those rhinestones who's boss and got them to go back where they were supposed to be. All right. Oh, thank you. I dug it out of my little Christmas closet. Had to wear it today for the Gingy event. Hi, Sandy. How are you? I got it last year off of Amazon, and I have my gingerbread earrings on. I made these, you guys. I have one more set. I made 2 sets. And my gingerbread headband on. For Kim. Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, I watched Sam live for about 5 minutes, and I watched a tiny little bit of Wendy's replay, and I giggled, you guys. Wendy and I talked yesterday. Hi, Maricela. Wendy and I talked yesterday about all things Netflix. Hi, Sam. Hi, Tina. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome in, everyone. So Wendy and I talked yesterday about all things Netflix, but we did not talk about our projects. And then when I went and saw Wendy's project, y'all, we didn't even I mean, it's so funny because she did the stripes and the red and white and pink and gingerbread, and my color scheme is the exact same. House earring set. Okay, reach out to me in a private message. I have one more set made. So if you're interested in that, or my cake will be available, just reach out to me in a private message. Hey, AAA, thank you for sprinkling, Tina. I appreciate everyone so much. Hands in resin. Oh, what are you making? You probably can't answer because your hands are in resin. I want to see a picture. Hey, Kim. Hey, Christy. Oh, thank you so much. You know, guys, hey, Maureen. Hey, Lisa. Welcome everyone. Hey Eliza, how are you? Welcome everyone. Well, you guys, you know the outfit is half the, like if I'm in an event, I try to coordinate my outfit. So that's half the fun, right? All right, guys, let's get crafting and we will keep chatting. Hey Maritza, how are you? Welcome in. Hi everyone. I'm so happy y'all are here. I hope you're all having a great Sunday. Like I said, we're in the middle of a nor'easter and the wind is blowing so weird. It normally blows side to side on our house. It's like swirling and all of my front windows right here that I washed, you guys remember. Okay, Betsy, I'll check it when I'm done. I did, Tina. Well, I mean, I bought this and then I turned them into an earring. It has blasted my front windows with rain. I had to remove stuff from my front porch. It's been a thing. All right, guys, so let's get started. Thank you, Maureen. Hey, Lydia. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Daniera. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hey, Chris. Welcome in. All right, I just took one of the dollar store little boxes in the party section. I hot glued a styrofoam disc on the inside that will allow me to stick things through the top, and they'll have something to stick into on the inside. And then I just cut strips of white and red glitter foam sheets yesterday, hot glued them on, and then put the gingerbread color at the top. So that's kind of really the only thing I prepped ahead. Like I said, I did the rhinestone bow, foam clay bow, and I rhinestoned it just because it needed a little time to dry, and I made a little cake pop. I mean, I just covered a styrofoam ball with glue and put some Jamaican Me Crazy sweet glitter mix on it. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Hey, Limbrina, how are you? Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy y'all are here. I don't normally go live on a Sunday, so I didn't know if there would be people hanging out with me or not. But I'm happy y'all are here. Thank you. What's everyone doing today? How's your weather? And what are you doing? I would turn the camera around, but I don't want to lose my signal or mess up my stream. You guys, it is so ugly here. I mean, it is so windy and blustery and rainy and all of the things. All right, so this is a little plastic dish I got from the Dollar Tree. It came in like an orange color, so I spray painted it white. Orange definitely did not go with my color scheme. All right, so I'm gonna put some hot glue on the bottom of our box. Hi, Ann, welcome in. What's everyone doing today on this Sunday? Are you crafting along with us and watching everyone on the event? Or are you getting together with family? What's everyone doing? Chili in Georgia, Angie. Squishy here. Hey, Linda, welcome. Yeah, it's, I have shorts on in the house, but I feel like if we needed to go out, I definitely would want to put leggings on because it's blustery and yucky. All right, so I'm gonna be as quick about this as I can, adding hot glue all the way around the base of this paper mache box with the glitter foam sheets attached. And then I'm gonna center it as best I can on this plastic plate. And you guys, I turned the plate upside down, okay? I'm gonna put this on a cake stand when I'm done, and I didn't want the scallops going up, I wanted them going down. I thought that was kind of cute that way. Resining bales on shells to make pendants. Ooh, I can't wait to see. Oh, Christy, you're crafting along? Yay. What are you making? All right, that worked, guys. So that attached our box to the bottom. Then I went ahead and prepped using a mold and some white foam clay, cleaning the house and laundry. Well, that's not fun. It's totally more fun to craft than clean the house and do laundry. I went ahead and prepped using a mold some frosting swirls, and we're gonna add these around. I did 8, hopefully that's enough. And I'm gonna add some curled up fur babies watching. Rhonda, that sounds like the perfect day. Like that's my perfect day. I binge watched, on Wendy's suggestion, I watched The Way Home on Netflix, and I finally finished the series, the 2 seasons yesterday. And I thought it was done, and it's not done. It ended with a cliffhanger, y'all. Oh my gosh. So that's when I messaged, I texted Wendy, and I'm like, Wendy, oh my gosh. I'm not gonna say anything, because if y'all are gonna go watch it, I don't wanna ruin it. Listening, crafting, and doing housework chores. Well, listening and crafting sounds fun. Chores, not so much. But it was really good. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend. That's a good watch. And then yesterday I started watching Pulse. Has anyone seen that? On Netflix. It's centered around a hospital in Miami. And then it's just a storyline around all the escapades of the doctors. You know, love interests and all of the things. Hi, Stephanie. AAA, Wendy told me February, so we have to wait until February, I guess. Hey, Brandy, welcome in. Hi, everyone. All right, here's what this looks like, and it's white foam clay in a silicone mold, and I did these this morning in preparation. So I'm gonna start in the back, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 8 of them. Hopefully that's enough. We're gonna go around and attach them. And that's just to hide that, the seam where the box meets the plate, and a little bit of the hot glue might have seeped out. So this is to camouflage it and make it look more like a cake, okay? More like a cake. Hi, Wendy. I started laughing. I watched a little bit of your replay this morning, and I said you and I were talking yesterday about The Way Home, but we didn't talk at all about our projects. And I saw yours, and you were doing the stripes. I prepped this last night without even knowing that you were doing the stripes. Yes, great series. Yes, me too. Can't wait. So we were on the same wavelength, Wendy and I. At least with the stripes. At least with the stripes. All right, and then I want to make sure I get these going the exact same way as the others. I don't want to put them on backwards. Yep, so. And I'm just going to attach that one I just added to the next one. I love this little mold. It's one from Annie's Treasures. I think it was in our swag bag at Fake Bakers. And it's quickly become one of my favorites. It has a lot of neat little borders that you could use on your projects. And I'm just finger pressing it into that tacky glue y'all just saw me add, okay? I'm gonna pick up the pace because I don't wanna. Crafting, watching, grandbabies down for their naps. So nice. That sounds like the perfect Sunday. Yeah, when I finish this, y'all, I am going to go and put my pajamas on and get right back on the couch. It's just so yucky out today. I mean, like I said, we're at the tail end of this nor'easter. We don't normally get nor'easters. And literally, I haven't checked, but they were predicting we were in like the 6-inch rain, right on the border of where it was going to be either 6 inches or up to 8 inches. So we've just been inundated with rain. Starting yesterday, it basically hasn't stopped. It's been raining for more than 24 hours. And the wind is so bad. Okay, I think I did enough, you guys. I think I cut enough. I think I'm eyeballing it, and I think I will need one more, maybe a little bit of another, and I have 3 left. Okay. And I'm finger pressing them in so they kind of get into that tacky glue that we added. This one. Oh no. Yep, let me just snip this off. This is just enough, you guys. So I did 8. I only needed 6. Better to have more than what you need than to run out in the middle of especially when you're live, in the middle of a tutorial. I have to make some more. That has happened though, guys. That has happened. All right, and then I'm gonna go around again and then finger press this little frosting border situation into the tacky glue. I'll probably have to keep doing that as we move through this tutorial to make sure it behaves, okay? So that covers that's the back. That covers your seam where your paper mache box meets your plate, and it covers up any of the hot glue that may have seeped out when I added it, okay? So pretty, all right? Gingerbready. Lots of rain and wind last night in Montana. Wow, wow. All right, so next I have some of this cute pom-pom trim. This is just from the dollar store. You know, that store previously known as the dollar store, now known as the $17 store. That store. And I thought I would use this to just use something different. At first I was gonna do a different foam clay border, and then I'm like, no, that's kind of same on same. So I was combing through my stash. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Tina. Welcome. And I saw this in there and I says, oh, that would be kind of pretty, and it would be something different. So let's go ahead and add this. I'm gonna switch to my finer tip glue gun. I'm going to start in the back and add a fine bead of hot glue right on that seam where the gingerbread foam sheets meets the red and white striped foam sheets. And carefully line it up because I want my lines to be straight. I don't want them wonky. I don't want it to look like I was drinking when I was in it. Oh, I made, it's, you know, guys, when you get a storm or when it's really cold out, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like cooking. And because we're right in a seasonal change, moving from summer to fall, I had an appetite for spaghetti and meatballs. So I luckily had all the ingredients. I had meat in my freezer I could pull out, and I do 3 meats when I make my meatballs. How do y'all make your meatballs, guys? I do ground beef, ground pork, and ground sausage. And I split the packages in half. And half of the package I brown in a skillet with olive oil and onions. And then when that's all cooked off and I drain it, then I actually add that to my sauce. I like a meat sauce. And then the other half of the packages I do in a bowl, and I add my egg and my breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese and oregano and salt and pepper and garlic, onions, more onions. And then I make my meatballs. So I already have my sauce in my crock pot. I do crushed tomatoes and diced tomatoes, and then I add all of those same seasonings. And then the meat after it's cooked and drained off. And then I roll my meatballs and I add them right to the top of my sauce in my crock pot, you guys. And then I let that, I put the top on and seal it, and I let that cook for a good, sometimes I just let it go for 6 hours, guys. If I put it in the morning, I just let it cook all day in the crock pot. So we had spaghetti last night, Italian bread, so good. I'm such a good little Polish girl. I make a good Italian sauce and meatballs. Probably not as good as Wendy's, but I have no complaints. My husband loved it. Isn't this cute with the pom-poms, you guys? Can you see it? I'll hold it up. I'm almost all the way back around, and I'll hold it up. Ooh, having a hot flash, guys. Ooh. Same way, Tina? No oregano. Oh, you're allergic to oregano? How did you find out that? That's a hard one, because usually when people make stuff, they put multiple spices. So how did you narrow it down to oregano? I feel like that would be hard to pinpoint. Oh, I love this with the pom-pom trim, guys. Gwen, ha, ha. Pretend it's pink. All right, I'm all the way back around. Let me snip this off. Right there. And it kind of worked out perfect where I don't have a pom-pom right next to a pom-pom. They're spaced out really good in the back. All right, let me finish going around with my hot glue and connect it to where we started, and then I'll hold this up so you guys can see. Okay, that's so cute. Hi, Trina, how are you? Hi, Vicky, welcome. AAA, wow, what? Wow, the pom-pom trim, or wow, the oregano allergy? Look how cute. I love that. I'm so glad at the last minute I decided not to do another foam cake trim. It just gives it a different look, guys. It just, I mean, you could put anything and it would be cute. All right, so next I'm going to get my silicone mat, and we're gonna roll out some white foam clay. Is Amy on here? Is Amy here? The pom-pom trim is pretty, right? It's something a little different, huh, Alyssa? Amy sent me some of her clay, so I'm so appreciative, and I've been using it, and I told her every time I used it, I would give her a shout out. Oregano, cinnamon. I love cinnamon. That is like a tough allergy, because cinnamon is like in cakes and cookies and muffins and cupcakes and, you know, all the things. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Priscilla. Priscilla is my and Kim are my 2024 ornament buddies. That's how we originally met. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you. That's how we originally met. We were ornament buddies in the one that Raymond organized for Sweet Success Studio. That's how we met. We made ornaments for each other and then sent them, put them in the mail. All right, so I have this big splat, and that's how I want to cover the yucky top of the box. So, and I'm not going to be super concerned about getting every single teeny tiny nook and cranny. I'm just going to make sure I don't have bubbles, but if I have little higher spots and lower spots, I'm not going to be concerned, because I want it to kind of look like frosting on a cake, guys. I'm going to roll it out pretty thick, or at least I'm going to attempt. Let's see. Let's see if it works out in real life like I'm thinking in my head. You guys know that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hi, Barbara. How are you? I got your order. Came in overnight. I'm still waiting, you guys, on my printer cartridges. You guys saw me post on Friday when I had a whole bunch of orders to ship. The ink cartridges ran out in my printer, and I had to reorder them, and it cost like $98 or something. So I went ahead right after that, and I ordered a thermal printer, and nothing has come. My ink cartridges have not come, and the thermal printer. The ink cartridges were supposed to be here from Staples on Friday. They did not arrive on Friday. I got a notification. Your order is delayed. Lovely. So I have like 12 orders sitting all the way across my island in the kitchen waiting to ship. So y'all, thank you for your patience. hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully everything will come tomorrow. My thermal printer and my ink cartridges. All right. And like I said, I'm not going to be too concerned. Like this has nooks and crannies and spots and everything. I'm not going to be super concerned because it's going to look like frosting, and I'm going to be putting all kinds of things on top. So I'm not going to be too concerned. All right, guys. And because this clay is a little bit more on the softer side, I want to really get in here and oil this. I want to get in here and oil this baby up. So I'm just gonna go in with my fingers and go all the way around. Oh, Maricela, this sweater? Did you just find it and you ordered it? Maricela, you and I need to wear it when we do one of our games for our virtual event. We need to wear it together when we're doing not the PJ bingo, but the scavenger hunt. We'll do it on StreamYard so we could be on at the same time together. Let's wear this sweater together so we'll be twins. Because remember you said we should have matching stuff, so we can match. All right. How many have signed up and got your ticket for Maricela and I's upcoming Glitter and Gumdrops event? It's going to be November 3rd through 7th. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the sneak peeks we've been sharing of the projects you're going to make. It's going to be so fun. We're going to have PJ Bingo. Amazon, Amy. Amazon. Amy, did you just hop on? I just shared. I'm using your clay. I'm using your white clay for this. And I rolled it really thick. I'm going to push this in. Hopefully this works, guys. Say a little prayer. I rolled it really thick, but I wanted it super thick to cover the top of that box, and little string got on there. Right. A little foam clay string got on there. Well, I'm just going to push it in, guys. I'm just going to push it in. Oh my gosh. Like butter, guys. Like butter. If you oil it up really good, you should have no problems with your cutters releasing. Twinning. Yes, ma'am. Twinning. Twinning. And I got these little earrings that I made. Let's do it. Let's do it, Maricela. Yeah, so for our bingo, PJ bingo party, obviously, we're going to be having our pajamas on. And then for the scavenger hunt, we'll do this sweater. All right, I'm just smoothing the edges down if there's any rickety-rackety edges. And because I've oiled my cutter, it makes it really easy. And I already eyeballed it last night. I'm going to have to extend this a little because it doesn't 100% cover the box. So that's why I wanted to roll it really thick, you guys. And now I'm gonna extend it just a little. I'm applying light but firm but light pressure because I don't want to mess up the shape. I just want to extend it a little so it fits. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Is anyone else getting the nor'easter? Is anyone else watching? I know Lydia and Angie are on the East Coast in Georgia. I know you guys are getting the nor'easter. Or is yours all done where you are? Is it because it's already up here? Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. All right, I extended it. Let's check it and see if it's enough. You see I'm doing firm but light pressure, if that even makes sense. Firm but light pressure. Light but firm pressure. All right, let's see if I extended it enough. Nope, a little bit more. See, that's why I wanted to roll it out really thick to begin with, because I knew I was going to have to do this. And And then once I get it on the box, I probably could push it too. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Those of you that are way west in the States West, I'm sure you're not being affected by this, but everyone on the East Coast basically is. I think it affected the entire East Coast. It's moving on up. Okay, that's probably good, you guys. All right, so now I'm gonna come in. Hey, Deborah, welcome. No, I've tabled the bingo, Jan, for a while, because you saw last week we only had 4 people. So, I mean, that was even less than when we had it on Monday night. So I don't know what's going on. You're going to be getting rain, Tina? Well, I hope it's nothing severe. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to, let me get this in the camera. I added some regular plain old Aliens tacky glue to the top of the box. And I'm just gonna spread it out every which way. And then I'm going to put this box onto my splat upside down, because then I'm going to want to apply glue to the little splatty drip parts. Actually, no, because I need to pull it down over the sides first. So I'm thinking out loud, guys. Yeah, I will miss it too, because I like it. I just want to make sure, like there's a little area here I got to pull a little bit. I just want to make sure that, oh my gosh, guys, it's raining sideways right now, that there's enough clay to go over so none of the box is showing. So in fact, that is correct. And I'm gonna flip it like this now. And we're gonna add some glue onto those little drips on the splat. So it will go down over the box and hold. And not curl up as it dries. You guys know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, it's so yucky out. So yeah, that's gonna be the rest of my day. I'm gonna put my pajamas on when I'm done with this, get back on my couch, and I'm gonna have a spaghetti and meatballs for dinner tonight. Yay! And too, I love when I make like big crock pot stuff, because then we eat off it for multiple days. So I won't have to cook Monday or Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday, so I won't have to cook on Tuesday. All right, so I have all the glue on it now. So now I feel like I want to flip it back this way, and I want to make sure when I'm bending those drips down, I'm babysitting. I want to make sure I'm happy with where they're going. Oh my gosh, you guys, you probably can't hear the rain, but it's pelting on my windows right now, which, like I said, is weird. Because it never comes from that direction. It always comes from this way, so it's a nor'easter, something completely different than what we normally get here. It's basically like a tropical storm, what we're having right now. All right, so I'm just going around and I'm carefully pushing those drips down. I'll hold it up to the camera as soon as I get all the way around. I just want to babysit these drips. Because I don't want them going over any of my pom-poms. See, that needed to be stretched right there because I could still see the seam. And this one I'm going to move up a little. And if you're working with a soft clay, like Amy's clay here, it's perfect because it's malleable and it lets you play with it. A firmer clay, I'd be getting texture already, I feel. So that's why I like different clays for different things. Okay, that looks good, guys. Let me fix this over here. This looks a little cuckoo crazy. All right, how am I doing on time? 2:30. Okay. Like I said, I'm not gonna really worry about fingerprints or marks or anything on the top because we're gonna add lots of goodies to the top, and for all intents and purposes, we're never gonna see the top. So that's why I didn't really fuss with it too much. Okay. Oh, so cute. So cute. All right, so where's our front? Where's our front? Okay. Got the gingerbread peeking out. You've got your pom-poms, your stripes, and your frosting down here. Third meat, you said sausage. Stephanie, I use ground beef, ground pork, and ground sausage, ground hot sausage. And I split the packages. Half of the package I put in a stock pot with olive oil, garlic, and onions, and brown the meat. Drain it off, and then put that directly into my sauce to make a meat sauce. And then the other half is what I make my meatballs out of, and I add Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, onions, and egg, and all the spices, everything, oregano, garlic, salt and pepper, all the seasonings. All right, so I pulled, you guys know I love to mix and match. I love to do handmade with store-bought stuff. So getting ready for this event, I went and shopped my stash and found this cute little gingy that I got last year, an ornament. But it does have this up top. It's gonna be our main character on here. So I am going to give him a cupcake up top on it. Yeah, yep. Love me some spaghetti and meatballs. Oh my gosh, you guys. And yesterday I cooked the rotini pasta, but I think for tomorrow I'm gonna do linguine. I switch back and forth. All right, so just gonna wing it with this, guessing the size. We just wanna cover that ornament top thing. I could have tried, this is plastic. I could have tried to cut that off and then just put something on top, like a cabochon or something, but I says, let me give him a cupcake at the top of his head. So that's what we're gonna kind of try to do, all right? So what I'm gonna do, come back in with some tacky glue. I don't know why I need to stand up every time I show you something, guys, but I do. And I'm just gonna spread some tacky glue over that ornament topper thing. I only had one of these in my stash, so this kind of worked out perfect. Then I feel like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, guys. Hopefully this works. I feel like I just want to press that. It worked. Press it over the little ornament thingy to make our cupcake. And now I'm gonna finger shape it. He's got a big old cupcake on the top of his head, but it covered that, you know, the hanger thing. Then you take your fancy dancy tool from the dollar store and make your little indentations for your cupcake liner. Go all the way around. He's cute, and I love that he's holding the peppermint lollipop. So that's kind of where my inspiration for the red and white stripes came in. Like I said, Wendy and I talked yesterday, but it was all about Netflix. We did not talk at all about our designs. So Wendy, when I saw yours today, I was like, oh! with the stripes. We kind of were thinking stripes together. All right, and that kind of right now looks like a pumpkin on top of his head, but we're gonna give it frosting, and then it'll look like a cupcake. All right, and I'm gonna brace him up against my little styrofoam block there. Let's give him some, hi Raymond, Lisa, Albert, Paula, everyone working outside. Raymond, we're in the middle of a nor'easter here. We have probably at least 6 inches of rain since it started yesterday. It's blustery and windy. It's blowing some of the fronds off my palm trees up. I mean, it's that windy. Right, Wendy? I mean, we were on the same wavelength. On the same wavelength. All right, so I'm gonna roll out some pink clay to do the frosting. And like I said, it's just a way to cover that little silver ornament hanger thingy that was at the top of the Gingie's head. I was too afraid to try to break it off because the Gingie is a plastic ornament and I was afraid I would crack, put a crack in it. So I says, we'll just cover it. We'll just cover it. That's me, you guys. Whenever I make a mistake or something, I'm like, how can I cover it? I'll just cover it. I'll just cover it. Hi, Brandy. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Cooler temps today. Oh, nice. Nice. No, we are literally having a nor'easter since yesterday, which is weird. We don't normally get them here. But yeah, it's been a nice weekend to just stay in. And like I said, I made my sauce and meatballs yesterday, so we didn't even have to go out. All right, so then I'm gonna push this down flat in the back, you guys. Start in the back of little Gingie. And just give our cupcake some frosting. Carefully, making sure as you go around, your clay is touching so you don't have any gaps. And get to the top. I'm gonna put a cherry on top, so I'm not gonna worry about, normally I twist it to make the little loopy thing, but we're going to put a cherry up there. So I'm just gonna finger press it and end it. And then we'll put our cherry up there. He got a big cupcake on top of his head, you guys. Oh my goodness. I rolled out way too much pink. Not a problem though. All right. I think we're like done with the foam clay. All right, what am I gonna use for the cherry on top of his head? I think I was gonna try to use one of these berries. This was from my stash. It even has hot glue on it, so I used it for something in the past, and it appears like I took that, whatever that was, apart and just saved the berries. I've been known to do that too, guys. All right, and then we're gonna come back in with, I'm trying to decide if I wanna use super glue or tacky glue or hot glue. I'm gonna do super glue. And then the little glitter berry. And I love the glitter berry because the little Gingie is glittered. All right, look, so now we don't even know that there was an ornament hanger there. Easy peasy way to camouflage it. And you've got his little cupcake with the frosting on top of his head. He kind of is giving me Nutcracker vibes because Nutcrackers always have the cupcake or whatever on top of their head. Yes, this, yeah, Amazon. Yeah, several have asked. I got it last year on Amazon. Pink gingerbread sweater. Pretty sure I got it from Amazon. All right, where's my back? I want to make sure. All right, this is the back. Unfortunately, when I put my, so if you're gonna duplicate this, when you put your drippy part on the top, you see that drip didn't cover my back seam. Just be mindful of that. I should have been paying more attention, but that's what happens when I talk and craft. All right, so now we're gonna start adding things, guys. Let me pull this up. Wendy will get a kick out of this because her and I do this. I just raided my stash. I made some things in preparation for today. Let me bring them over. And raided my stash. All of this will not fit on this cake, guys, but I like to have options. I like to have options, okay? So I did make one of my little chenille yarn candy canes that you guys have seen me make bunches of times. And we'll be making one of these on my project for the virtual workshop too, the glitter and gumdrops. I'm gonna show you, again, if you haven't seen me, how to make these, but they just covered a piece of foam with 2 different kinds of the chenille yarn. And it makes, you could bend it and cute little candy canes. So I cut out 2 holly leaves using some green foam clay yesterday. And we're gonna add these to this candy cane with some of those berries, some of those glitter berries. And I am going to use 2 glues because we're adding foam clay to yarn. So eventually the super glue will be a permanent hold, but for just quick stick right now, I'm adding the hot glue. And we're going to hold it, hold it, hold it. Hi Dee, how are you? Hi Erica, welcome. I'm so happy you're here and found me. Welcome in. We're just chatting and crafting today. Y'all, it's 1:15. I will not finish this 100% on the live, but a lot of what's left is just adding things to the top of this cake. So I'm glad I was able to show you like the basics, how you get to this point. And then I will continue to finish the top off and take a picture of it and post it when I finish it later today. That was my silicone sheet that fell with more things I prepped for tomorrow's Pink Frosting Divas. It just fell on the floor. Okay, 2 glues, and we're gonna overlap our leaves, glue strings, and hold it, hold it, hold it. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Cheryl. That was Carissa. Yep. She has made everything with hold it on it for me. Yep, Carissa. Yep, she even made me a tote bag for Fake Bakers Gone Wild. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut some more of these berries off of this pick, and we're gonna use them for the holly leaf berries. And I think I want at least 4, maybe, at least 4. 2. Probably should have cut them off ahead of time. You always think like, oh my gosh, an hour. How am I gonna fill a whole hour? And then the hour goes by like in the blink of an eye. Y'all, does that happen to you? Or is it just me? Am I slow? The hour goes by so quick. All right, I might need more than 4. Because these holly leaves are really big. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You're baking and cooking. You're having family come over. That's fun. We are in the middle of a nor'easter storm. So no one is coming to visit us. No. It's so quiet in the neighborhood. My neighbors, we had dinner over their house Friday night, and they're leaving today to go to Cancun, Mexico. And they had to drive to Raleigh to the airport. which is 3 hours away. And I was so concerned about them this morning. I'm gonna have to text her and check on her and make sure she got out. Oh, Stephanie, that's how you felt? Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch replays. All right. Oh, I think I maybe want one more on top here. And because it's gonna be glitterberry on top of glitterberry, now I'm gonna switch over to hot glue. That was the trickiest thing for me, you guys, when I started, knowing like which glue to use. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Whirlwind, right, Maureen? Whirlwind. All right, and one more. So I used actually that whole pick, all the berries. It's hard to know which glue to use when. This is looking cute, you guys. Hold it. Let's set that aside. There's the little candy cane, the holly leaves and berries, okay? All right, so I made a graham cracker cookie to match the gingerbread. I made some red macaron cookies. I pulled all of these goodies. So kind of what I was thinking, and here are some green leaves, kind of what I was thinking to start this off and start building this was while this clay was still wet, and that's why I said I'm not gonna worry about if there's any marks on the top because we're gonna fill this whole top, guys. So kind of what I was thinking is we're gonna start off with some greenery. And I'm just going to push it into this wet clay, all right? This was a greenery pick I got from Hobby Lobby and I just cut it apart. So, push it in there. And it's kind of underneath the clay and sitting on top of the box, the stem of the greenery, okay? Which is fine. I'm gonna come and add some over on this side. And then everything else I'm gonna add to this is just basic. Just glue it and push it in. But I wanted to make sure I showed you like something like this. Like maybe if you have not done this before. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more pieces and layer it. Stagger it and layer it. Like I said, I love mixing handmade foam clay items with store-bought. Like in this case, store-bought picks from Hobby Lobby. I think it gives it such a nice full, I mean, you could make all handmade, but I don't know how you would make this. So that's what I'm saying. I love the mixing. Push that in. Look at how pretty this is gonna look, you guys. So pretty. And then I think I want 2 more back here, and then we could start building on top, okay? And put one back here. So pretty, you guys, so pretty. And because the clay is still wet, I'm having no problems poking it in, okay? All right, so, I mean, I grabbed everything, guys. I grabbed everything from my stash. That was in my closet, you guys. All right, I think I want to add this down on the bottom, just so at least you guys can get what the look of the front of this is gonna look like. And then, like I said, I will add everything to the top, and when I think I'm done, I will take a picture and post it. All right, and I am holding it, holding it, holding it. right. It's the Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to all our Canadian friends. Oh, Priscilla, thank you. All right, so, and this was ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's really pretty. It's pink and sparkly with gingerbread houses, okay? And then I filled one of these. We're gonna use these on one of my projects for the virtual workshop too, guys. I just filled it with little red glitter foam beads, and I was gonna stick that down in front here like this. I'm going to have to use multiple glues and hold it, but that's where that guy's gonna go. Let's bring our gingy over, so at least you can see the gingy and a few of these larger pieces added to the top. And then I'm gonna go around and fill in with all the smaller things. So gingy guy. I just wanna make sure I get down to the clay because I want him stuck in the clay. Oh my gosh, you guys, how cute. All right, we're gonna do 2 glues. I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue, and then we are gonna do hot glue. And then I'm gonna put all kinds of little candies and cookies around to brace him in. He's the main guy on our cake, so let's at least add him. Oh my gosh, so cute. I pulled some chenille stems. I pulled some of these. You guys know that trick. Hobby Lobby has the ornaments filled with the peppermint candies and the candy canes. $7.99 for one ornament, but it would be $3.99 half price. Buy them, break them open, and then you have like a million little peppermint candies. He's our main guy, super cute. And then I have all these bulbs I got last year. They were in my stash, and look at how cute. When I went digging through my stash, I'm like, oh, perfect, perfect. They're all little gingies. So where I have a little rolling pin, candy canes. I have a little reindeer, the pink reindeer that I love. So cute. All right, let's bring our cake pop over. We're at 5 of. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Let's add our cake pop over here. So this one, I'm going to remember in the very, very beginning, I said, oh, I hot glued a styrofoam disc into the top of my paper mache box. So when we start poking things in, it'll have something to bite onto. This is why. This is why. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue, and then right where I put my pilot hole, I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue. And then we're going to push it in. Easier said than done. I didn't make my pilot hole big enough, guys. Okay, I think the glue has it now, and it's holding it. I think it's glued in. I might have to fuss with that. Yeah, that pilot hole needs to be bigger. Hold, please. What do I have that's bigger? What do I have that's bigger that I could stick through there? This maybe? 3 minutes. Needs a bigger hole, you guys. No, this maybe? Oh, there we go. I got it, you guys. I got it. Okay, all right. Are you guys laughing? Are you laughing? All right, now we'll be able to stick it in. Like butter. Like butter. Okay, then I'm gonna rearrange my greenery. and then we'll just keep going. We will keep going. Like I said, I will take a picture. We're gonna add this rhinestone bow onto this lollipop. This was made for me by Cece from Dragonflies and Hearts. We're gonna add our candy cane. We're gonna add this flue fluff with the straw. We're gonna add our macarons and our cookie and these bulbs and all this other fun stuff. So give me about 30 minutes to finish, and then I'll take a picture and I will upload it to my page. Okay, guys? All right, I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me today. I want to pull up our graphic. Up next after me in the 3 o'clock spot is Lydia's Creations. And then on at 4 is Crafty Amy Girl. At 5 is Tina, My Sweet Treasures. 6 o'clock is Marie, Great Creations Faux Cupcakes. 7 o'clock is KLR Creative Craftworks, Trina. And it looks like a duo with Priscilla. 8 o'clock is Raymond the Evercrafter. And 9 o'clock is our lovely host, Kim, from Kim's Wreaths and Decor. Thank you to everyone who joined me today. I appreciate it so much, and I loved hanging out with you. I will finish this little cutie up and snap a picture. Take me probably 30 minutes to put all this stuff on. And I'll see you again tomorrow, Pink Frosting Divas, at 2 o'clock with my partner, Shannon, Creamy Creations by Shannon. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Sunday and enjoy rest of the hop. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.